It's so good to be back with everyone again.
So, anyone want to do anything or go anywhere?
Well, we're not exactly allowed to leave the room until we get our negative test results.
Ooh, right.
We could, I don't know, have a conversation. Anything anyone wants to talk about?
Well, there's this girl I've been DMing, and I think I want to ask her out. What do you guys think?
A girl?
Ooh, who is it?
Just some girl I had a class with last year. You probably wouldn't know her.
Try me. I know a lot of people. In fact, I would be shocked if I didn't know her. No, don't know her.
So, what's her name?
Janet McCluskey.
Is it this one?
Yep, that's the one.
Oh, yeah, I've seen her before. She's cute.
Uh-oh. Says here she's from New Jersey. That's a deal breaker for me.
It also says she plays volleyball. You really want to go with a volleyball player?
Also, are you really going to ask out a girl you barely know in the middle of a pandemic?
Okay, well, obviously, I wouldn't ask her out now. Just hoping she'll save herself for me until we can date in the spring.
This spring?
For you?
Hey, some women wait a lot longer for me, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So, should I ask her out or what?
Classic Rob.
This is classic, Rob.
He's always doing stuff like this.
Okay, look, I'm just gonna go message her. Thanks for all the advice, guys.
Ooh, I'm gonna go watch.
Classic Rob.
I can't, the door's locked.
Did you forget your key in here again?
No, I just don't want to get them out.
Fine.
Thanks.
You know, it's nice having everyone back and having real conversations.
What? You think what we had earlier was a real conversation?
Well, I mean, we were talking, and no, you're right. Actually, that didn't feel like a real conversation at all. That was like the inverse of a conversation, the inversation.
Exactly. I mean, come to think of it, I don't think I've had a real conversation in quite some time. I just can't put my finger on what was so off about that that dialogue that we just had.
Well, it certainly didn't pass the Bechdel test. But what does make something a real conversation?
Excellent question. I think I may have a few ideas. Get the whiteboard.
We don't have a whiteboard anymore.
Fine, I'll just get a notebook.
Were we too rude to him back there?
I mean, I think he'll get over it.
Yeah, but like he shut himself into his room. I don't know. It seemed like he got upset.
Maybe we were too mean to him.
Well, let's check up on him. Well,
Get it out! Stop messing around!
hey, so about earlier.
Oh, come on, you can do better than that.
What do you want us to do?
Oh. Hey guys, what's up?
Just, what are you up to?
I'm just watching the Laker game. Do you guys want to watch?
Yeah, sure, buddy. We'll watch the game with you.
Alright, cool.
Okay, so what is a real conversation? Well, first, you need to find out what was wrong with the last one.
Well, everyone was on their phones.
So, by that logic, I guess a phone call couldn't possibly be a real conversation then.
You got me there. No, I got it. Okay, there was no passion. We weren't emotionally invested in the conversation because we didn't care about Rose's happiness.
I care about Rose's happiness.
Well, that makes one of us. But seriously, in a real conversation, you have to be emotionally invested. You've got to feel something.
What about a conversation about taxes, huh?
Why would I want a conversation about taxes?
Because maybe you would learn something. I think to have a real conversation, you have to learn something new or challenge each other's views, you know? Keep an open mind. In our conversation, there was no educated speech. It was all dribble.
So you're saying that two friends with the same views can't have a real conversation?
Well, you know, all right. You can reach a mutual agreement, okay?
Okay.
But either way, there's an exchange of ideas.
Why are you crossing out my ideas?
Because they're wrong.
Okay, Mr. Open Mind.
Fine. I'll leave them here until we're done talking.
So, how's it going, Ro?
Pretty good, glad to be back.
Yeah, but how's it going with you?
Good. The Lakers are still ahead.
Anything else you want to talk about?
No, not really, just glad to be back.
Yeah, and we're glad you're back too.
Yeah, we're glad you're back.
Yep, glad to be back.
Good to be back with you, Ro.
Okay.
So there's nothing you're upset about, right?
Upset? Why would I be upset?
You know the thing earlier?
With the girl.
Oh, that? You guys were just joking around like you always do.
But you kind of slunk away into your room.
Yeah, then you yelled something about being upset.
Well, I came to my room to watch the game, and I yelled about being upset because the Lakers were being upset. I mean, they're the better team. They should be easily winning these games.
So, no hard feelings?
No, of course not. I love you guys.
Aww. All right, let's get back to sharing ideas.
Okay, but a real conversation isn't just about ideas. It needs heart. You have to share how you feel. It needs emotion. It's got to be raw.
Raw? So you're saying if people blabber on about a subject they knew absolutely nothing about, then that's a conversation because it's raw and from the heart.
Okay, well, you should at least, I guess, know a little bit about what you're saying, but I'm just saying it can't feel scripted. It's got to be off the cuff. It's about giving your real, honest views.
See, that's your problem. You're always willing to give your views, but you're never willing to listen. You can't possibly learn if you're never paying attention.
Okay, well, your problem is that when I come to you with my problems, you don't listen at all. You don't care. You just make jokes about it the whole time.
Well, maybe I only joke because I don't want to admit that I actually care about you.
Okay, and maybe I only pretend to ignore you because I don't want to admit that I actually care sometimes about what you have to say.
So, I guess we never did figure out this real conversation thing.
What if it's both?
What?
Like, what if a real conversation is about how you feel and what you learn?
From the brain and the heart.
Wait, did we just have a real conversation?
I think we did.
What's up?
No, we just figured out the ideal conversation. But more importantly, we learned that even though we might have our disputes, we still care about each other.
Aww. Basically what we learned too.
Oh, cool.
You want to grab a snack?
We can't. We're stuck in here, remember?
Oh, right.